New at 5, a competency hearing now set for a woman accused of driving under the influence in a crash that killed a Wichita mother and her daughter last year. Clowie McLaughlin was set to appear in court today for an arraignment. That hearing was canceled. Now a competency hearing is scheduled for later this month. McLaughlin faces 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter in the deaths of Lachey Bell and her daughter Anaya Bell. Police say McLaughlin was visibly impaired the night of August 30th when she's accused of causing that deadly crash in East Wichita.